Hi everyone, Kaz here from Le Tazel. Today I'm going to show you how to make some really simple vintage looking shabby chic flowers and bows for your journals or whatever your projects are. Now, I made these this morning. This one's from not particularly good quality lace. It's something that I bought a dress last year for my son's wedding and I had to cut quite a bit off of it, and it's like a synthetic lace. It's like a stretch lace almost. So I kept the pieces that I cut off and I thought one day I'd use them. So there's that one. This one is in actual fact real vintage lace that I bought as a job lot, and I couldn't really use it because it's so vintage that it was starting to in places like disintegrate, but I really liked the detail on it and I didn't want to throw it, so I made that one. And the center is good. I don't know if you can actually see there, but I put a clear crystal bead inside of a button to finish that one off. This one is just also a synthetic lace that I bought when, years and years ago. I don't even know why I bought it, but I did, and I've got quite a bit of it, so I thought I would do that with it today and see how it turned out, and I really like that one. Whoops, what am I doing? Okay, and finish that off with a little button in the middle. And this one is made from quite thin lace. Again, it's vintage lace, very, very delicate, but it will sit fine on a book or something, and I turned that one into a bow. And I really, really like it. So, here we go. Right, now to start with, you'll need some elastic bands. Just use what you've got, but ideally the little tiny ones that you get for children's ponytails and things, they're about, I don't know, £1 in the pound store, but I actually don't have any of those, so I'm just using ordinary rubber bands today. A pair of sharp fabric scissors, and I've got these little tiny embroidery scissors just to snip as well. And these are just bits and pieces left over from those flowers that I made previously, and I'll show you what I do with them, these bits later. Okay, so we'll start off with the small one, the small sort of, I'm going to use these two today for this demonstration. So wrap that around. So the bigger your flower, the more fingers you'll use to wrap it around. For the narrower lace, I tend to use 3 fingers at the most. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8. Should be about enough. Okay, so it looks something like this. So you can take it, a bit like as if you're going to make a bow, get your elastic band, tie it around the middle. Don't make it too tight, but don't have it too loose either. So, right, okay. So you have sort of a bow. You take your scissors and the centerpiece where it folds over and doubles, go through there, snip, snip. For some reason, I can't get... Make sure you get right through the middle of all the layers, like that. And trust me, you need sharp scissors because I tried it with my normal crafting scissors and they were just rubbish. So I used my fabric scissors. And any seamstresses and hobby sewists out there will know your fabric scissors are purely for fabric and for this reason. Because they cut fabric beautifully, and the minute you use them for anything else it blunts them. Right, okay, so here we go. You've done your layers. Now you start to maneuver them around so that they start to splay out. This takes a little bit of a while to do. And if you find your elastic band keeps moving, just try and center it back out to the middle again. I hope you're all staying safe and coping well with the lockdown, wherever you may be in the world. It's very difficult for me. Not that I'm a person that used to go out a lot anyway, but, you know, the freedom to go and see my family when I wanted kind of gets to you after a while when you can't just do that, you know. But we're all in it together and we've all got to stay safe. Okay, can you see what's going on there? So now we're going to just snip into the ends, all directions, not too far to the middle, just sort of an inch in from the edge out. Teasing it out again. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that you need a bit of Fabritac or any kind of glue that's quite a heavy glue. Even a thick PVA will do, just for when we come to cover the centre. So you just tease it out. It does take time, but actually it's quite nice because you don't have to think about a lot. Takes your mind off other things, if you know what I mean. A bit like anything with crafting. Right, so we're going to go back in, snip it again till you like the look of your petals. Turn it over. And there we have the making of a flower, a shabby chic flower. I just love it. It's just so creative and has texture, dimension, and the use of lace. I love lace. Okay, so there you've got your shape. Sometimes the underneath looks better than the top. You've just got to decide what you like. I'm not sure yet. Anyway, for the centre, I'm going to use a button. I've just got a box of like buttons I've been saving. I don't know. I quite like this wooden one actually. Yeah. Right, so now all these little bits here, I thought, well, what am I going to do with them? You know, I hate throwing anything away. And then I thought, well, we'll do a bit of a contrast to give it contrast, interest, dimension, texture, and that's what I've used these little bits for. And it all helps to cover your elastic band. So seeing as I've got these purple snips here, I'll just shred off some more. Be careful of your fingers. I'm an ex-hairdresser, so I cut my fingers regularly. Whoops, sorry about knocking the camera. Okay. So here's my Fabritac. You can use normal PVA if you want to. Put a dollop over your elastic band. And just start randomly making your centre, covering the band. The more random, the better, in my opinion, but you know, whatever you like. Need a little bit more glue there. Oh, I've got quite a large button. I might have to change that. I'll see what it's like after I've done this. The trouble with Fabritac is it makes all these strings like spaghetti, and I find it difficult to manage. But if you've got Fabritac, I do think it is the best glue to use, but it really doesn't matter a whole deal. We could come out a bit more that side. It's a great way to use up scraps as well. You can do it with normal fabric strips as well, if you don't have lace. Do I like that? I think I might go for a smaller button. I usually let this dry a bit before I put the button on, but for this demonstration I will just put one on. Yeah, I like that one. You can do like some faux stitching around that, or even stitch it to the centre if you want to. Because I don't want to drag this video out, I'm going to just glue it on without stitching. And there we have a really cute little flower, shabby chic flower.